I'm Carol Easley with Hometown Realty.
And I'm Brandon Andrews with Hometown Realty. And today we have some very special friends from Pike National Bank.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Carol. I'm Sam Sanders with Pike National Bank.
Lindsey Arnold here with Pike National Bank.
Hometown Realty this year, 2025, we're celebrating
25 years.
25 years of serving our community in Pike National.
We're celebrating 40.
40. So this is
40
going to be
years.
40.
I love
Can't
it.
wait to see what happens.
That's right. 25 and 40 years of serving the community. We have a very interesting conversation coming up, so watch for that video.
Stay tuned. And we're back. Thank you so much for joining us today. We've really enjoyed being part of the community with you, and we'd like to learn more about what you have to offer.
Well, absolutely, Carol. And Brandon, thank you for both having us here. We're excited about some things we're going to be talking about, and I hope everybody watching will be as well.
I think so. We're really doing a lot in the community, and there's one particular thing we want to talk about with you guys today. It's our Envision program. I know there's a lot of mutual customers that want to help us to better our communities, and we have the product for it.
Absolutely. So what made us excited to do this video is specifically the Envision program and all of the other things y'all have going on. Truly a community bank, and that is outside of y'all's walls at every location. And the Envision program, just to hear your heart and why you wanted to have a program like Envision. Tell us a little bit about how it came to be, what its purpose is, like your dream customer or client for that program, and how it can be beneficial to them and our community.
Well, Pike National Bank, 40 years ago, celebrating this year, was founded as a brand new, what we call in the banking world, de novo bank. Started from scratch, nothing. Joe Soanes and several others had a vision of going out to our community to create a bank that would primarily totally focus on the needs of this community. And it's done that very well through the years. Different stages, it's been able to do more and more unique things. And this program, the Envision program, is part of that culture that Joe, when he started, and all the others around him, people like Diane Cawthorn and others that said this is what this bank should be about, and that's what Envision is. We look around our community, our cities in particular, and people are moving out to the counties. Now, please hear me. We love our county areas. Everybody likes to be out in the county. Everybody likes to be in the city and enjoy the benefits of our towns. This Envision program is specifically designed to help build back the tax base of Macomb, Brookhaven, Tylertown,
𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏,
Summit, but it's for these municipality areas to build back that tax base and remove blight to help to better the community.
Absolutely. And so you hit on that, not just Macomb, so not just targeting Macomb with 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏, Magnolia, Summit, Brookhaven, and of course Macomb. In those city limits, that's the requirement for that.
Yeah, you ride through and you see so many properties and you think, I bet that used to be really pretty. Well, that's what we want to bring that back and bring it back to its former glory. We want to make our town what it always has been, extra special, but add that light back to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I know, like a Sunday afternoon drive with my grandparents where they tell me this store used to be there, that office used to be there, this doctor was there. That could be a blueprint.
That's right. I mean, it could be pretty, or I bet it was pretty at one point in time. It was pretty, but being pretty, there was somebody living in it. There was a business operating out of it. Now they're not pretty. We've got a lot of pretty things, and we've got a lot of good businesses and people, but so many more are not only not pretty, they don't have somebody living in it. They don't have a business operating out of it. And Envision is an effort to try to make some of those things better.
We really want to entice investors to come into our city and spend money in our city, improve those properties, make it something that somebody wants to live in and they're proud of, and it's beautiful, and it's just a part of the community and part of the city. And we want to do that and offer them some benefits to come in and spending money in our areas.
A lot of times when you hear the word investor, people think commercial properties. But this is not only commercial, this is residential. But it has to be an investor probably to qualify for this program. It's not a person that's going to buy it to live in the home.
Well, investor is a wide range term, but what we're looking for, it is a commercial loan. Okay, what we're looking for is somebody to come in and spend that money. This is not for somebody to do for their home. This is for them to come in and do, and you can have up to 2 of these per person, per investor or company. But we want them to come in and make it a home for somebody, make it a business for somebody. This is not for them to inhabit. We don't want to turn around to make this a consumer product. This is a commercial product to have somebody come in and fix something up for the betterment of the community.
Okay, good.
As y'all know, Lindsey knows, one of the biggest hurdles to a home buyer or even to a business that wants to buy a building is a down payment, right? And not only having a down payment, but having the money available to fix it to a point where it can be used. With being able to do this to the investor, they have the experience, they have the track record. We're able to do this because they have the ability and proven ability to make these projects better. Then we have other programs, standard programs and special programs for a homeowner, for a business owner, that now they're looking at this project and they may have to come up with a down payment, may not, depending on the program, but they don't have to come up with an extra several $1,000s to put a new roof on it, to fix some flooring and insulation and all of that stuff. So yes, it's geared to investors. It can be homes for rental. It can be a home to resell to another home buyer. It can be an office that the borrower is going to use. It can be office space that the person's going to rent to other businesses. It can be for new construction. So there's a wide variety of uses. It is a business purpose loan for the investors.
And I feel like now's a good time to really brag on the rate that you have out there on the deal. It's if it's a new construction, you're at prime -1, and if it's a renovation, prime -1.50. Honestly, that is a very enticing rate to somebody. And also, the only bank fee that's going to be involved in that is a $500 dot prep. Of course, the borrower is going to have to pay their other fees, their attorney, closing, their appraisers, but $500 bank fee, that's a deal.
Right. So when we have, a call come into the office, because truly, and y'all know this or you wouldn't have a program like this, the inventory that would fit this program is vast. So they call us if they're investor and they want to get into that rental property or commercial. They're calling us to buy it, and the hurdle they may come up with is, well, look at the shape it's in, and now what am I going to do? And y'all have this option that is beautiful. With competitive rates, and like you say, low on the start in. They do have to put some skin in the game. So for investors, when they call us, we go show them the property. We make the connection to say, hey, you want to rent this home out. We know some people that you need to talk to fix this thing up. What do they need to expect to put their skin in the game per se?
There's 2 real benefits to the investor on this, okay? As Lindsey touched on, the pricing and the fact that in the end, the skin that they put in the game, they get to wear again, okay? And so but without getting too geeky on the bank side, the prime that she referenced is Wall Street Prime, okay? It is a standard in banking, of course, and Wall Street Prime right now is 7.5%, okay? There's a long-standing joke around here because most banks around here price things at Wall Street Prime plus something, okay? And the customers or borrowers often want to say, well, I'm a prime customer. Why can't I get prime? And the old banker's response is, well, number one, you may be a prime customer. We'll talk about that, but this definitely isn't Wall Street. So you're going to get Wall Street Prime plus something. Lindsey explained this is Wall Street Prime minus 100 basis points or 1%, minus 150 basis points or 1.5%. So 7.5 starting point right now for this Envision loan. You're talking about a 6% loan.
Right. That's incredible. And
Wonderful.
Yeah, and incredibly competitive. And I don't even know if you'd call it competitive because we don't know anybody else doing it.
Well,
So that's a plus. We had talked about this maybe in the fall of last year. And not to get in the weeds, but the interest, is there like a break from that, or how does that work? Is there a certain period that they're not, or?
So when you look at doing this loan, you're going to be at least 20% in, at least on the front end, right? You stand to get that back, stand on budget and projected on the back end. But we are looking to get you in and do this for a 24-month interest only period. Now that's a whole extra year from what we usually give on a construction deal. You may have an investor that has 2 projects going at once. I understand that's taxing, okay? That's why we cut a break as far as how long we'll go on this as well. And so when you have somebody that is going in and investing in this property and making it better than it used to be, we are cutting every which way we can to help this person out, because we want them to come back and do another and then another. Now you can only have 2 going at one time, but we want them to come back and do it again. So.
yeah, let me be clear. She mentioned the 20% down and mentioned getting your skin back. Yes, the investor puts up 20% of the total project on the front end, but when it's completed and everything's gone the way it's supposed to, they get that back. So ultimately, 100% of the cost of that project is funded by the bank, and they get all of their capital injection back, which is tremendous.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. And for community banking, for y'all's 40th year, I, as a kid, I remember PCNB as being Pike County National Bank, but y'all have grown like good weeds and flowers and just have spread. So if somebody doesn't know where they can tap in, it's not just here in Macomb. Where all are y'all now?
We have branches in Walthall County and Lincoln County aside from Pike. We have 3 offices here in Pike. Of course, we've got our little Broadway office that everybody loves. We've got our main office where you can find Sam and myself over on Rawls Drive. And then we have our veterans office over in front of Lowe's, another popular spot. I didn't realize how popular, and I was visiting Friday of last week.
Yeah, they stay busy.
They stay busy, but it's great. It means so much of our community comes to bank with us, and we love to see everybody. But back to our community, that's what we stand for, and that's why we're doing this program, is we want people to come in and spend money here and make it a beautiful place to live and raise our kids.
Absolutely, and we love that because that's our to-do list for Hometown Realty.
We're planning to be here for 25 more years, at least.
That's right. So
Another 40 in us, Sam.
So Brandon, let me say one thing, and this is just, I feel like it needs to be said that,
Okay.
you know, back to our branches, you know, come by them, see how easy and not having to fight traffic and get in road rage it is to get into our all of our locations. We've got the most drive-throughs than any other bank in town. You can come in, you can get out. You're not dodging street paving equipment and all the other stuff. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. You know, at all of our locations, they're top-notch facilities and easy access and everything that goes with it.
and y'all, Pike National has become known for its familiar faces, and that's something y'all always say, right? That it's
Not the bank, it's the banker.
yeah.
That's right.
There you go.
I've been with a bank since I was 19. Do you
That's
know?
amazing.
Yes, half of my life I spent at this bank, and I love it.
Just
I wouldn't
10
be
years?
anywhere else. Oh, you're so funny, Brandon. So funny.
I've been with the bank since I was 22.
Oh my God, you've been there 50 years?
He's so funny.
That's
Okay,
not nice,
okay.
Brandon. That's not nice.
Cut. No.
No, that's fine. No, I started out of college, was
Yeah.
with Pike County National Bank for 10 years. I went on an extended vacation. Some reason they think I went to work somewhere else for 12.
Okay.
And I've been back for 9. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
It's
those
time
familiar
keeps going, doesn't
faces,
it?
they're going to come in and really, I feel like y'all do relationship business more than just business. And
We do.
that's something unique to y'all that we appreciate.
A lot of our borrowers will call and they can have an approval in the same day, same 3 days. I mean, we really put attention on anything that hits our desk, and we do it quickly. And that's what sets us apart, is we've got everybody in-house that we need to make any decision very quickly.
And everybody's very accessible too.
Yeah, every decision that's made is made within our community. We're not going to Jackson. We're not going to Birmingham. We're not going to Hattiesburg. We're not going to New York City. It's made within the community. And, you know, people say, well, what does that mean? It's not the bank, it's the banker. It means that, you know, we are bankers at heart. And, yes, we look at every deal with knowledge of our community.
That's something the community really appreciates, and that, you know, it may seem small, but it all adds up, whether it's the Christmas decorations or being in every parade or, you know, your customer appreciation efforts. I mean, it's impressive, and it's noticed, and we celebrate it with you.
Every day we are looking for somebody that we need, that we work with, and the answer is, well, they're at so-and-so school doing this, you know, teaching the kids about this, or they're here helping with real life program, or they're here doing this or that out in the community. And doesn't mean that we don't get all the work done around the bank, because we can't just do all that and not be bankers.
That's right.
But we take a lot of care in trying to be involved. Almost everybody in the bank's involved in something, some form or fashion to work in the community.
That's awesome, and we appreciate y'all. So for us at Hometown Realty, if you're an investor and your ears perked up, or maybe you've never, you know, thought about getting into rentals, but you have some construction knowledge, or you enjoyed building your house, so you know some reputable people, maybe rental income is where you're headed, commercial, you know, reach out to these guys. A good phone number to get a hold of anything Pike National is
684-7575. You can ask for me. They'll get you straight to me. Any one of us are accessible, but please, if you're interested in the Envision program, call me, Lindsey Arnold, Pike National, extension 1276. I'll be glad to answer any questions you have.
And of course, our website. You know, wherever you are, you can, you know, Google up Pike National Bank and go to our website. It's got contact information about us. You can even contact us to say, hey, I'm interested in a loan, or hey, I'm interested in a deposit account. And that can get the ball rolling. So.
Well, thank y'all for coming by today. I know Hometown Realty appreciates you, and our community appreciates you.
We
Excellent.
appreciate
Thanks
y'all.
for having
Thank
us.
you.
Thank y'all for watching. Click share. I know Hometown Realty and Pike National Bank would appreciate that. And we'll see you next time.